What are the top 5 greatest moments in UFC history? Let's go ahead and kick things off with number 5 on my list, guys. I may or may not be biased because, that's my guy right there. But Israel Adesanya knocking out Alex Poatan Pereira at UFC 287, guys. The knockout itself, phenomenal. The celebration was so tough, bro. But not only that, this backstory, this rivalry goes back across 2 different sports. It was a rivalry brewing for years. Adesanya was 0-3 against Poatan and finally gets his revenge in crazy fashion. Moving on to number 4, guys. Yes, this could be higher. I honestly don't mind if you have this in the top 3, but Stephan Bonnar versus Forrest Griffin, the Ultimate Fighter finale season 1. This fight kind of saved the UFC. The UFC and Dana White were ready to give up on the organization until they had a last-ditch effort of the Ultimate Fighter reality TV series. And Stephan Bonnar versus Forrest Griffin was an absolute slugfest and honestly reignited interest in the UFC. Moving on to number 3 on my list, guys. Feel free to disagree with me. Just know that I'm right and you're wrong, okay? We got Conor McGregor absolutely sliming out Jose Aldo in 13 seconds, guys. One of the craziest moments in UFC history. This, I'm not going to say kick-started the McGregor movement, but it definitely, propelled McGregor to another level of superstardom. The moment was crazy because Jose Aldo was practically unbeatable. He was unbeaten for a decade, and McGregor knocked out the legend in 13 seconds. All right, now things are going to take a turn at number 2. We've got Conor McGregor, except this time it's Khabib choking out Conor McGregor. Although I think the moment of McGregor-Aldo is a little bit cooler, the stakes on this fight, the amount of people, the amount of eyeballs that were on this fight was like no other. This was the most watched UFC event in history. Great fight. Khabib finishes Conor McGregor, and Conor McGregor was already on top of the world, the biggest star the sport's ever seen by far. But not only that, this elevated Khabib to another level of superstardom. And then coming in at my number 1 spot, I've got Conor McGregor, yes, again, winning his 2nd world title, becoming the first simultaneous double champ in UFC history. He absolutely styled on Eddie Alvarez, bro, unlike anything we've ever seen before. And like I said, he was the first man to hold 2 belts at the same time. Now, whether you love or hate McGregor, this was peak, bro. Conor McGregor was a household name and still is a household name. He was on top of the world, bro. And I think this is the single greatest moment in UFC history. But let me know y'all's list in the comments.